All right, that was a solid fish here. I was way over there talking to Brad and Brant. Get hooked up on this guy. Oh man, this is a solid fish. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Fish with a couple people out here today. I got Bearded Brad and AnglerUp with Brant. I'm sure y'all know them. They're big time. I'm not, so. But we're out here. We're seeing if we can find some pompano today, so we're gonna see what we can get into. All right, first rig is gonna be single green bead, 1/0 hook on 15-pound mono. Piece of salted shrimp. I'm gonna get this one thrown out just on the inside of the sandbar out there. We're gonna see what we can get into with this one. This guy, single white bead, single drop, 1/0 hook, 15-pound mono. Got the hook up over here before I could even get my third rod out. Hopefully, we're picking up right where we left off the other day, and we've got some pompano. This guy ain't fighting a whole lot like a pompano, but maybe. But it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a hard head. On my third rod I'm putting out, I got a single pink bead, and I'm trying a blanched sand flea. That shell cracked really easy when I put it on the hook. We'll see if that holds up. Not having high expectations for it, but we'll see what happens. Big hit right here. Got some drag going on this guy. Probably gonna be another big hard head being my luck this morning. Usually after you have a couple excellent days, you're bound for heartbreak. Another big old hard head. The hard heads are here, that's for sure. Well, it's been a while since I've been stuck by a catfish, and I'm glad I wasn't recording because I said some words that I can't have on here, but he just shoved a horn in the back of my hand here, so that's gonna hurt the rest of the day. Brad hooked up. Hey, he's got him a whiting. A little better start than I got. If I can bring in another hard head while I'm at it, might as well. That seems to be all I can find this morning. It's feeling like another hard head. And I feel like a hard head right there, but all the way up to that point it felt like a hard head. So that probably means it's going to be a hard head. Of course. The hard head king. Finally got hooked up here. Go over this guy. Maybe I'll break the hard head cycle here. Get something besides a hard head today. Would be great. I am all wrapped around this other line too. I need to go back up and over it and under. There we go. Pop. Finally.
He hit fish bites?
Yeah, fish bite and the salted shrimp on this one. We're just banking on hard heads all day.
Right? Heck yeah. I need one of those.
All right, keeper pompano. Finally found something besides the hard heads today. Wasn't sure if that was even going to happen with the way it's been today. It's completely opposite of how it's been the past few days. Been able to find several pompano, been able to get on them really quick. But today it's been a slow struggle. Brad's caught a couple whiting, been cut off a couple times, so there's probably some blue swimming around. But this is the first pompano we found this morning. What's Brad got? Another whiting. All right, that was a solid fish here. I was way over there talking to Brad and Brant. Get hooked up on this guy. Oh man, this is a solid fish. This might be a real nice pompano. This might be a real nice pomp. This is the shady part right here. Oh, I always get so nervous with them right here in the shallow water, man. So easy to lose them right here. Come on, come on, Come on. All right, another pump. I believe I have struck gold. Second pump of the day. They're not here as early as they have been, but hey, I don't care what time of day I catch them. As long as these guys are coming through, I don't care if it's 6 a.m., noon, 5 in the evening. Whenever they're coming through, I'll be happy to catch them. I'll let you catch the next pump. Okay, it's getting wild here. Another solid fish here. Another real solid fish on this one. Come on. Oh man, this one feels just as good as that last one. That last one was a real solid pump. Maybe this will be the third pump, and I'll have a limit again today. We can only hope. I thought I might be able to see what it was in that wave, but I couldn't. But I'm pretty sure this will be another pump. There it is. Hey, sometimes you get lucky. Man, that went from hard heads to pompano in a heartbeat right there. Yeah, that was wild. I mean, that went from hard heads to pompano just like that today. But yeah, I don't know what color to tell you. I've caught them on pink, green, and white. I mean, they've hit every color I've had out there, so. All right, guys, there it is. There's a limit today. I did not expect this to happen the way it started off this morning, but I mean, what more can you ask for in December? I mean, that's 3 limits of pompano in 1 week in December. That is not a very common feat, so I am super stoked for this. All right, something that always amazes me out here is how 3 guys can have 10 rods out, fishing essentially the exact same structure, exact same baits, maybe very slight variations in the rigs, but how in such a small area, because we weren't spread out far at all, we were fishing pretty much right next to each other. How I caught pompano right here, and then to my left were whiting, some blues, brown was getting cut off. But I mean, me, pompano, and hardheads, and then literally just 20 yards to my left, tops, completely different species. It's insane how such minor differences in the beach structure itself produces different fish, and maybe they just came from a different direction along the beach here. I don't know, but it's just insane how in such a small area, how one species is here and right here is another species. What I'm gonna do today is just a real quick little simple hack to keep your rods protected a little bit. Let's just go ahead and jump into it real quick here. All you're gonna need is some shrink tube. I picked green, and you also need a heat gun and something to cut your shrink tube in, and that is all you need. So let's see what comes out of this. All right, this section I'm gonna cover on this rod is this section between the reel seat and this black part here at the very end. I'm just gonna hit this middle end with the shrink tubing to give it a little protection from my sand spike. That way when sand accumulates in my sand spike, it's not constantly wearing on it. Length of section I need is about 13 inches. We're gonna call that good enough. I'm not trying to make this look professional. I'm trying to make it look decent, but that is all the strip I need. All right, once you have your piece cut, all you gotta do is slide that up to where you want it. I'm gonna call that good, and then we'll get the heat gun on it. Okay, and when you use your heat gun, make sure you just constantly move it. You don't want to just hold it in one spot. It'll get too hot in that section, and you risk burning your rod or burning the shrink wrap or the shrink tubing, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, you can see once it gets hot enough, it'll start shrinking up there on you. But just constant motion is all you got to do here. All right, there we go. Don't touch that section for a bit. It's gonna be this section here where the tubing is. It's not hot enough to touch real quick, but it's hot enough that you're not gonna wanna hold on to it for a while. There you go, that is the finished results. Like I said, it ain't professional, but it's good enough for me. It's what I wanted. And it's gonna keep my rod handle protected from the sand that gets built up in my sand spikes. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. The pompano fishing's hot at the moment. Hopefully I can ride this train a little bit longer, but who knows, we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, so until next time, I'll see you later.